Hey UTV Boondockers, so in today's episode we're going to install a heel clicker clutch into this 2022 Commander XTP 1000 Max 4-seater, and we have two of them. So we're only going to do the install on one, and then we're going to do some comparisons, some drone flyovers, so you guys can see the difference, and you can see how easy it is to install. So stay tuned.
Okay, before we get too far into this, I want to show you what's in the box. So, good little box here, some instructions, sticker, and this will be your kit. Here's the beautiful part. Complete instructions with Roger's own note on here and the phone number. Give him a jingle before you get ready to set this up, and that way he will make sure your calibration is perfectly set up. These are going to be your arms, all your screws, washers that are going to replace the OEMs, and extra washers and nuts. These are all lock nuts as well, so good and firm, they're going to stay on. So I've already preset this one up for a 4-seater. 2 black washers up here, and 5 small silver washers on the knuckle side or the shoulder side. That's going to get this thing to swing up early, and then this will be your high side. So again, low side and high side. Now, if you have a 2-seater, you're going to add 2 more of these washers. I would prefer that, one on each side. But if you have a 2-seater, Maverick 1000R, Can-Am Commander 1000R, exact same motor, exact same setup. This one is set up for a 4-seater Max. So if you have a 4-seater Max, this is where you want to start. Okay, I've got these bolted in. I did use a little bit of blue Loctite right here on this one, this upper, because it doesn't quite reach that lock nut. The bottom did perfectly fine. 8mm socket and 4mm Allen, and you are ready to go. Simple as that. Okay, just to show you, this is your OEM finger. This is the heel clicker. You can notice there's an extra slot here for the weight for on your high side and your weight up here for your shoulder, so that way it just reacts faster, smoother, less jittering when you on takeoff and in reverse. So these are adjustable, as you can tell, with different weights, as we've already explained on here, with different washers and different bolts. Okay, all the tools that you need to do this. Belt remover, pretty simple. T25, M8, I also have an 8 here, and this is a 4. Magnet and a pry bar. Super simple. Anybody can do this, even the basic beginner mechanic, not a problem. Okay, it's all time to get our hands dirty here. So what I did is, the easiest way to try to attack this, especially on the Commander, go ahead and flip your bed back, pull your tire off, jack it up, a little easier to get in here, and it should be a little bit nicer for us to be able to film so you can actually see what we're going to do. You're going to go in and you're going to remove your cover. It's 8mm socket, pull that cover off, super simple. 7mm for this clamp here. And then we're going to go ahead and remove this belt. If you haven't removed your belt before, this is the one to use. It's super simple. I know they do have other ones that are available out there. This sets on the pin. So go the right way. Screw that on. Simple as that. Go ahead and get your belt off. Take your belt disc off. Just to try to help myself out in case I dropped anything, I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of painter tape here and a rag, so that way if any of these do fall out, I'll be able to catch them. Today we're going to show you how to do this on the machine, so you don't have to take this off. That's a little intimidating to people. So today I'm going to show you how to do that. I ordered this clamp. This clamp is to be able to compress the clutch in the machine. The link will be in the description below for this clamp. Okay, I ordered this clamp. It's a clutch clamp that goes on the back side of this with a large threaded piece. Clamps on here, and you can compress this right in the machine. Unfortunately, this failed already. Very first run through it failed. So there's a much more simpler fix to this. Literally take a pry bar and run it right in, and it loosens everything up and you can access it all. I'm just clamping this off to my exhaust, so that way I have it secure while I can use two hands to go ahead and run everything through. Simple as that. Now I have easy access to everything in here. Okay, so I position this so that way I'm removing this one right here. I am going to use a magnet on this, but there are two little washers in here. So I'm positioning this so that way it doesn't fall back inside of the clutch. It can just fall on my rag and away we go. You're going to want to use a T25 Torx bit and an 8mm. Okay, that's your stock. Okay, gonna go ahead and drop this one in. Everything's been pre-set up and ready to go. Washer on top. Spacer in the bottom. Right back through. Now, I'm going to put blue Loctite on this. This little nylock has been abused and we've already used it once. So I'm going to go right back in, put some blue Loctite on that bolt to ensure that it holds.
And tightening these up, it's just snugging it, right?
Yep, getting it nice and snug. You'll notice when you undo these, they're not torqued crazy from the factory. So they're counting on that nylock and then that blue Loctite to hold on to it.
So long as it moves freely in there, it's good to go.
And away we go.
Nice.
It's as simple as that. Now, I do want to explain, these are so efficient that you're only going to use 4 of these and not 6. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers in here. You're going to remove one on either side of it and leave those out. So you're going to have 4 and 4 in this.
So you remove 2. So you end up with just 4, not 6.
Correct.
Interesting.
Okay, so the kit is in. You'll notice I got 2 side by side to each other, 1 blank spot, this one, and this one next to each other, and a blank spot right there. That's how we're going to finish this out. This is the only time that you're actually going to have extra parts left over when you put your machine back together. All right, we're gonna throw our belt back on. Make sure that this does have an arrow on it. It's a rotation. Runs this direction, counterclockwise. Make sure that is imperative to get that back on there. And the belt looks pretty good shape. Don't have any real issues with it. So we're gonna put it right back on and test this out.
And it's probably a good idea to blow all this out. And there's a video that we have that shows you how to maintain this, but little brake parts cleaner, starting fluid on a rag, and wipe out the sheaves really good, you know?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, make sure you check out our other video on CVTs, exactly how to maintain this thing. Let's go do some testing. All right, coming up next, we're gonna get the drone out. We're gonna fly them so you can see some side-by-side action, have a little bit of fun. Giddy up. Okay, Boondockers. Hey, I am super stoked on this kit. Roger and Heel Clicker Clutches did an awesome job developing this thing. So, as you see on that drone footage, jumps right out and then just accelerates so much quicker, so much smoother. Love it. Got rid of all the chatter going backwards and forward. If you guys have noticed that in yours, that's gone. It is awesome. Can't wait to get this thing on the trail, get it loaded up, and beat the snot out of it over the summer. Hey Boondockers, hey, I just wanted to do a little addition to this video. After watching the side-by-side video, I wasn't overly convinced that there was a gigantic improvement on these machines, so I really wanted to test it for myself. So I borrowed a friend's draggy. I actually installed the stock fingers back in this, went out and made 2 hits last night, exact same spot in the road, and then came back, hurried up, thrown through the kit back in it, and then made 2 hits identical to that as well. Honestly, I picked up about 2 to 2.5 seconds, 0 to 60. There's a big difference. Super happy with the kit. I hope you are as well. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.